Hello everyone and welcome back. Meat Department here. I'm so glad you could join me for another video today. So, we're playing World of Warcraft Shadowlands. This was just released a week ago. So it's been 1 week, been getting into the game, and I've been playing since the alpha. I got the early alpha invite, been playing through that, closed beta, open beta, until now we're in the release. And Torghast was something I've been playing a lot of, especially in early alpha because there was not much to do but Torghast. And the modes and settings and all that were a lot different than we know them today. So we're going to go into the portal in Torghast here, right from the Maw. And now when we zone in, right here when you log in, you go to the Rune Carvers area to go start and complete your legendary quest chains, or just walk a little bit forward and go into one of the various sections, the halls of Torghast. So there is a little wayfinder here. There's a little meeting stone if you're going to have a group. Opening up the map, you can see there's several chambers. This week, on week 1, the Soulforges and the upper reaches are what are available to us. So that's what we'll be doing today. And at this time, we're going to do layer 1. What that means when you go into the portal, there's options now. This is something that I haven't seen before. There are up to 8 layers at the moment. In week 1, there's only layers 1, 2, and 3 available. Each one gives you a certain amount of soul ash, which is the currency you will want to upgrade your legendaries and craft them. So you get the most out of layer 1, and then it diminishes for each layer after. You get less and less and less. But the cool thing is, once you get up to a certain difficulty, let's say starting week 2, I'm assuming I could just come to the Soulforges immediately and start at layer 3 if I wanted. What that will do is give me all the rewards from the previous layers as well. So it'll give me the 100 plus whatever each one is to get the grand total. So you don't have to do layer 1, 2, and 3 if you don't want. So that's a good thing. So today we're going to just do layer 1. We're going to select this layer in the Soulforges and give it a climb. Let's go through and check it out. Alright, so that was a fast queue, as it should be. And just so you can see, I am playing a Tauren Fury Warrior. And here are my talents: Sudden Death, Double Time Massacre, Bounding Stride, Frothing Berserker, Bladestorm, and Siegebreaker. This is what I'm going to go with for layer 1. Higher layers, I do usually switch to Impending Victory, and we might tweak some things around, but this should be enough for layer 1 today. To give you a gear setup, my item level is 172 equipped. I do have a 171 weapon, 148 offhand, and various other pieces of gear from doing mythic dungeons and heroics, of course, and quests. So not looking too bad. I have stats here to show you what my stats are under my nameplate. I have 12% crit, 14 haste, 24% mastery, so really hitting hard with those enrages. So here we are. I'm going to apply new Shadow Core oils to my weapons. May as well eat some of this old mastery food I have as well. We already have the Battle Shout buff, which now gives 5% attack power. Alright, we got the food buff. Put the second Shadow Core oil on the offhand, and we're good to go. So, we may as well do the repurposed Felfoe Focuser as well. Required, this is from the Armies of Legion Fall, back in Legion. Oh, it's like a budget flask, basically. So here we are, our first Anima Horde. Right away we get to choose a power. Charge and oh, these are both really good ones. The Crown of Obstinance. Enemies within 15 yards have their casting speed reduced by 30%. This is probably not as critical in layer 1, but I will say if you're in a higher layer and you get this right off the start, you're probably going to want to take it. Because when you slow down those elite mob cast time, you just have much more time to pummel, interrupt. If you are Venthyr, which I am, Venthyr Fury Warrior, you have Door of Shadows to disorient them. That's a very good one. But for today, because we're in layer 1, I'm going to go with the Epic. For Charge and Heroic Leap to increase my damage, done by 200% for 4 seconds. Alright, so I just freed those 2 soul remnants and got a couple of buffs, and we're just going to plow through this. Now I know what you can do is try to full clear it as best as possible. To really try to get as many hordes as possible, meaning more powers. So I'm just gonna come here and tag everything. I see one up there. And really, in layer 1 here, this is just kind of like a warm-up layer. You don't really need to go hardcore too much. Let's choose my attacks, shadow damage. That'll work. That will work. And look at this. This first floor is already almost over here. The guy is right there. Let's free this. The Maw Rat. Give him a little free and just dropped. So here's a good one. Casting Dwarf Shadows reduces the cast time of Dwarf Shadows by 10% and its cooldown by 3 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. So when you pick that first ability I was talking about with slowing the cast speed, plus you stack all these gnarled keys, you could do instant Dwarf Shadows on 30-second cooldown. It's a great interrupt, great for movement, and all that. So you know what? We're just going to do that to mess around with it. So you really just want to start casting it immediately to start getting the cooldown reduced. So I'll go ahead and cast it. Bam. So now there's one stack. And we're just going to blow through this. Layer 1 again is a nice warm-up for you to get familiar with it. If it's your first time in Torghast, shouldn't pose too much of a challenge for you. I also have a quest to get Anima Embers, so that's why you see me loot those. Normally that's not something you loot. But my Covenant, the Venthyr, has a quest for me to do that. Alright, which way do we want to go? Oh, this guy's still back here. So something I like about playing Fury in this is all those urns. You just whirlwind away to break them. You don't need to sit there and click it. I will reduce the cooldown of Bloodthirst. You want to collect these because they give you a little buff. Giving your main stat 1% for every one you get. Going here. It is good to clear as many mobs as possible because you do loot Phantasma, which is the currency to spend at the broker and the broker rest levels. Just get stronger. You could buy powers. You could buy a random orb, which you'll see to have a random shot at a power. All kinds of stuff. Potions, damage boost potions sometimes. We're already at the end of this second floor. So yeah, this first layer is just fast. Look at that. Going down with no problem. Let's go ahead. All of these are kind of... I don't really need... This one's really good if you're almost to the last floor. Your abilities cost no rage for 1.5 minutes. Which means you could just spam Rampage. And that is your heaviest hidden ability. And if you're going to go on to the boss level, you want this. But we'll do the Whirlwind one because I've been spamming a lot of Whirlwinds on this bad boy. Alright, Soulforges floor 3. We're halfway there. And this is already... Okay, watch out for that trap. This is the broker level. There he is. What you want to do is click on these soul cages. Talk to the broker. This is where you can spend your Phantasma. So... I have 164. I could buy... I'm just going to buy a power. Because that's the most fun. Go in my bag and open it. Oh, I can see which enemies are carrying plundered anima. That's really good for efficiency and quickness. Because now I don't need to full clear. In this case. And I'm going to increase the duration of Recklessness by 40%. And Blade Storm. Now if I was at a higher layer, I would probably full clear because I want to get as much Phantasma as possible. To give me the most advantages when it comes to the broker and buying things. Because that is a step up in difficulty, I can tell you that. Look, he dropped a power. Not a very good one, but it's better than nothing. So basically what you'll be able to see now is over mobs' heads. Another non-choice ignore pain one. Who we got here? The Rune Carver. Free this guy. Do a little whirlwind action. We'll try to round up a few. For some reason I couldn't charge. Oh, I just ran into a trap. That's all right. We'll live. Spamming that victory rush. Little spell reflect. All right. That was a close one. Little victory rush on this. Give me some life back.
I'm out of range.
We're already at the end. Boss on this floor again. Very short floors I'm getting on this one. Why not Blade Storm? Door of Shadows increases my dodge chance, or the extra talent. Gain War Machine. Okay. I will take that, actually. That's cool. So now I have 2 talents in the first tier. Sudden Death and War Machine. And War Machine, honestly, is probably the better choice for these dungeons, because you're just constantly killing stuff. I think our guy's right there. Standing in a trap, of course. As you saw, well, Anima Power, Door of Shadows weakens all enemies I pass through, increasing their damage by 20%. That's solid. That reminds me, use Door of Shadows again. So we'll turn in this quest. So now Door of Shadows cast time is down to 1.2 second cast, and only 50-second cooldown. I want to acquire. Increase versatility by 35% is really good. Let's do that one. All right, so I think we could go to the end of this floor 4. We only have a couple more to go. We'll skip those guys. Only a couple more floors to go. One main floor and then the boss level. And that's it for layer 1 of the Soulforges. Something else I noticed on the higher layers, I think the Soulforges actually give you a little debuff where you just take small damage every 5 seconds. It's not really that much. But I can say, it is enough to totally screw over your second wind if you're playing arms. Because you'll never have the 5 seconds available to you, because you get hit every 5 seconds. So you can't restore HP, so that's a dead talent in the higher levels of the Soulforges. Alright, where are we here? The map. What do we got? Oh, here we go. So here we are at a chest. Basically what you want to do is click on the skulls, see which one changes all 4, of the colors, then which one changes only 3 of them, then which one changes only 2 different colors, and then finally you'll know which one only changes 1 color. And then just go in that order. Click the skull that did 4, 3, 2, 1 in that order. So let's click the first one. That changed 2. See, it changes 2. This one changes 3. So that's 2, 3. This one changes all 4. So it should be 4, 3, 2, 1. No. That's not right. Wait a minute. What's going on? That's 1. That's 4. That's 3. That's 2. I'm doing it wrong. Oh no, I'm doing it wrong. Oh. What's it gonna be? Let's see here. My goodness. We did it. All that for not great abilities anyways. Let's see if this is the way to go. It is. Alright, let's just rush right to the end here. We spent enough time. We'll do the whirlwind pulling enemies my way. And then we'll run because we're getting bombarded. Alright, so here we are, last floor. Level 6. Only got 273 anima. Or phantasma. My anima powers are kind of weird on this one. Nothing that exceptional at all. Really just prompts me to use Door of Shadows so the boss takes 20% more damage. And my charge will make it take 200% more damage as well. So I just want to buy one of those. Check these powers. No, nothing great. So I don't have enough. Well, we'll do the one that does holy damage. All right, so let's start out. We'll do a Door Shadows through it. Then we'll run charge. Let's wait for recklessness. We'll Door Shadows, strafe charge, get all the multipliers on him and go ham. Get out the shockwave. Get out the ground crush, or don't. Little add, do a little blade storm. Little victory rushes too, which is beautiful. Get stunned, of course, for not paying attention. That's all right. You know, these little adds are actually helpful for us. Oh yeah, I have that whirlwind thing, so it brings them closer. Check it out. And that's it. And we got all the anima we needed to salvage. So that's it. I didn't get any soul ash because I already did this layer. But yeah, that's it. Layer 1, just kind of a warm-up. Have some fun, go around, crush stuff, and then really here's the portal to exit Torghast. And that's it. So the powers weren't too exceptional on this run. Really what I got was just to use Door of Shadows to increase the damage the enemy takes from me and to lower its cooldowns and all that. But honestly, there just wasn't enough powers to stack that up to full potential. There's a lot more powers available in the higher layers, but you also have to spend more time clearing the floors to get it, but you'll need it, trust me. So that was it. Just the first run, layer 1 of the Soulforges in Torghast on a Venthyr Fury Warrior, using a little Condemn and Dwarf Shadows. Let's go to the overall data here, and you see the abilities. Rampage, number 1, followed up with Condemn and Whirlwind, because I was whirlwinding like a madman. And then the melee, I have a little Corruption Dot from a power, Bladestorm, and so forth. So, pretty good. Rampage, Condemn, really working together and tearing things up. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching the Fury Warrior playthrough of Torghast. I will be doing more layers and more wings definitely down the road, as well as dungeon commentary, normal, heroic, mythic level, and maybe we'll jump into some PvP and raiding and all that. Definitely a lot more to come in World of Warcraft Shadowlands on the Fury Warrior. So, if you do like what you see and you want to be notified when I do drop more content, please subscribe and smash that bell for notifications. But until next time, have fun and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.